Hi friends, hope you are doing great. Today we are going to see this demo answering complex questions using native derived tables with LookML. In this demo we are going to see this customize native derived tables using derived columns. Next we are going to customize native derived tables using filters. Now I am going to open Looker, just click login and I am going to copy this username and I am going to copy the password, entering the password and stay logged in. Login. Now we are going to see the first step, create a native derived table that ranks the top 5 ranked. So we are going to see these things only. Top 5 brands by total sale. So first we need to select to development mode. So just toggle to development mode, click it here as our as usual, and on the Looker navigation menu click explore. So we need to click explore now. Then we need to select under the e-commerce training we need to click order items. So third step we are doing it under e-commerce training. Under e-commerce training click order items. Okay, e-commerce training, click order items. Okay, we have selected the order items. Now we need to go to that under the inventory items view. So go to that under the inventory items view, click the product brand dimension. So under the inventory items view, inventory items. So inventory items, I am clicking it here, and next we need to click the product brand dimension. We need to select the product brand dimension, selected it, and under the order items view click the total revenue measure. So under the order items view just click that order items, and now under the measures we need to go to the measures and we need to select the total revenue. So just click this total revenue, then finally we need to click run. Now we are going to click run to see the results. It is loading the data. So click on the settings icon next to the run. So it is loading data. Let's wait for it. We are going to select the get LookML. So just data it came, now results it came. Just click it the settings and get LookML. Now click it derived table, and we need to copy this the derived table to your clipboard. So I am going to copy this LookML code, tab over to derived table and click on the LookML. Just click it friends and it will come automatically. It will select it and just Control C. You can copy this and you can paste it whatever. I am pasting in my compose mail, and we need to use it later. Okay, navigate to the Looker ID develop quick labs e-commerce. Just close this. I am trying to close, close it, and click it Looker. Just click it Looker, and next step we need to click quick labs e-commerce. Just click develop and just click develop. We need to click develop and quick labs e-commerce. Click develop and quick labs e-commerce, and click plus symbol, and I am going to we need to click the plus symbol next to the file browser, and we need to put the view file name. So just click the plus symbol and create view. Just click create view now and enter the file name brand other facts. Just copy from here brand other facts. So just update this brand other facts and click create now. That's it friends. Now we have successfully done it. Now we need to click brand order view and drag it under the view folder. So we need to drag it. So brand order view. So it's not going, just I am doing it again. So if it is not going means just refresh the page friends, definitely it will work. Just click refresh and let's give second. After that you just do it, it will come. No need to worry about that. Then drag it under the view folder. Just give me a second. Just click it this view, and now we can try friends. Now it came. Okay, brand order fact view. So now we need to remove this and we need to paste whatever we have in the clipboard, right? So we need to paste this training e-commerce. I pasted here the derived table. Okay, fine. Now we need to click save changes. We need to click save changes, I'm verifying it, friends, whether we have done it correctly or not. Okay, it looks good. Anyway, I'm clicking save changes now. If it has any error, then we will see later. Okay, click save changes. Now add a brand rank derived column. Now under the column total revenue definition, start by defining the brand rank derived column. Okay, so now we are going to do the steps. I'm scrolling down, I'm checking this slide, I mean screenshot I'm seeing. Then we need to copy the dimension brand rank derived column. I'm directly copying that, and I am going to insert here after the derived column brand rank. So here after the total revenue we need to update it, right? I think the line number 9 it will come. So line number 9 we need to update the derived column brand rank SQL row number, like that it will come. So we are going to, I am verifying it again, SQL row number over order by total revenue descending order. So line number 9 and 10 we need to update it. So line number, yes, I have updated it, line number 10, 9 and 10. So you can see it, friends. Great. And next we need to update that dimension brand rank, right? Type number, I am going to copy the outside of the derived table definition. I am going to update here. So here we need to update it here, dimension brand rank. So I have updated it correctly outside of the derived table. Now we have done it correctly. I am going to click save changes, friends. Now I am going to click save changes. So just click save changes, and then from the same page click on that training e-commerce model. Under the models training e-commerce model, click it. Yes, we have done it. Now locate to the explore order items definition. Now click explore order items, go to the explore order items definition, and we need to add a new join for brand order facts. So by specifying this, just copy this, and we need to update here line number 24 to 28. So 24 to 28 we need to update it. So I am going to update it. I am going to add that one only, friends. I am going to add that brand order facts. I am not going to delete anything. So just enter it here, to type to enter, and here just paste it, line 24. I have pasted that join brand order facts, type left outer SQL on. I have done it, relationship many to one. I think we have done these things, and next step we need to click save changes. Now we have done this step, and we have done this also. Now we have joined the brand order facts view to explore, navigate to the explore page for order items. Now I am trying to click it, friends, explore order items. It is asking whether we need to save or not, but before that we need to click save changes before doing it, right? So cancel, I am doing. Click save changes. Yes, we need to click save changes. After that we need to do these things, friends. Okay, so we need to click save changes now. I have saved this one, the training e-commerce model, it has been saved. Now I am going to click this explore, and now here also you can check it, click it, friends, explore order items. Both are same only, both ways correct only. So I have clicked that explore order items. Now under the brand order facts view, select the brand rank, product brand, and total revenue dimension. So under the brand order facts, under the brand order fact view, select the brand rank. We need to select brand rank, and we need to select the product brand. I have selected it, and finally total revenue dimensions. We need to select these 3 dimensions, total revenue also. Set the row limit to 10. Now we need to put 10 only, not 500. Okay, 10, it's correct. 10 we need to put, and click run. The result we can see. Now we are going to see the results. It's loading the data. I have clicked the run. Okay, now you can see the results. It looks correct only. I mean, it should be like that only. We will check and see. We will wait and see. So brand rank, it is coming, product brand, it's coming, total revenue, it's coming. I think it's correct only. Let's see, friends. Next step, navigate back to the brand order fact, make another dimension called brand rank coordinate, like that. Okay, so dimension brand rank. So I am going to click it, looker again, and go to that brand order facts view. Just click develop and go to the Quick Labs e-commerce and click its view and click brand order facts view, and here you can see we need to copy this, friends. So we need to copy this, copy brand rank coordinate. So let me run these things. 1118. Okay, so for that we need to copy the dimension brand rank line number 14 to 16 I have copied, hidden S and type number, and 18 to 21 also I have done it, dimension brand rank coordinate, and 23 brand rank top 5, and line number 28 dimension brand rank grouped. So I have copied like this, friends. Now you will see that. So as per the Quick Labs I have copy pasted these dimensions. 4, I think 1 2 3 4 dimensions we have copied it. Then we need to click save changes and navigate back to the explore page for order items. So it looks correct only, you can verify it also, it looks correct only. Then we will move on next. Navigate back to the explore page for order items. Click save changes now. So we'll click it save changes now. Okay, this looks correct only. I am checking it one by one, friends, that's what. So I am removing this one, friends. Last 4 lines I am removing, but no need to remove, friends. That's the thing I am going to say. If I am removing, then error is coming, so don't remove that one. So let it be. And now navigate back to the explore page for order items. So before that I am referring it again and again. Navigate back to the explore page for order items. Just click it, and before that we need to click save changes. After that only we need to go to the explore order items. Yes, I have clicked that explore order items. Now under the brand order facts view, select the brand name grouped. Under the brand order facts we need to select the brand name grouped. So select brand name group, and next is order items view. Under the order items view we need to select the total revenue. Order items, click it and click it total revenue. Under the measures it will come total revenue, selected it. And next is we need to give the limit as 10. So I am giving the limit as 10 now. So give the limit as 10 10, and now click run now. Just click run now. Make sure the brand name grouped column is ordered from the first to last. Then under the visualization tab, click pie chart, verify your visualization. But for me it is coming like this. Let's see, friends. Okay, so column bar, capital line, and area pie. Okay, so it is coming for me. Okay, then click on the settings gear icon next to run and select save as look. Ranked brand revenue. So title your look ranked brand revenue, click save. Okay, so now we need to click this one and put that name ranked brand revenue, click save. So click save now and navigate back to the brand order facts view. Go to the brand order facts view, just go to the Quick Labs e-commerce and click this users and brand order facts view, and now we need to click commit changes, add a commit message, click commit changes and push, and here we need to put this add a commit message and click commit now. Just wait for it. Now we need to lastly deploy to production, click the lastly deploy to production. You need to click the deploy to production, and now we have done this customized native derived tables using derived columns. Yes, we have done it correctly. Next step, customize native derived tables using filters. Now we are going to add a static date filter. First navigate back to the brand order facts view. So after that we are going to do these things. So I'm I'm copying these filters. Let's see friends now. So brand adder facts view. So here we need to do some changes here. So what is the changes means? So we need to copy that filters, right? After that SQL row number we need to update it. View line number 12 it will come friends. Line number 12 we need to update the filters order items created date 365 days. We need to put this definition here. We need to put the filters, sorry, not definition, filters. So line number 12. So line number 12 you can see filters. So here we need to update it. Okay, just enter it on space and paste it here. And next step we need to, I think done, I think so. We need to click save change, I guess. Okay, so 365 days we have put it and click save changes. So we need to click save changes now. Next, navigate back to the order items explore. Just click it here and explore order items. Here also you can click it friends, both way it's correct only. Then under the brand order facts view, select the brand name group. So we need to go to that brand order facts. So just select this brand name grouped. So just select brand name grouped. Under the order items view, select the total revenue. So just select total revenue. Under the order items we need to select it, total revenue. Okay, then click measure, we need to click run now. Loading data. On the data bar we can click on the SQL tab to see how the filters gets. We can see the SQL. Okay, add a bind filter. Now we are going to do the steps. To use the bind filter, start by removing the static data filter inside of the derivative table definition which we created in the previous section. So we are going to do this first. So let me, okay, there are two steps only we need to do it. Okay, we'll do it fast. Okay friends, to use the adder, okay, now to use the bind filter, start removing the static data filter inside of the derivative table definition we created in the previous section. Now I am copying this bind filter. Now we are going to add the following template of the bind filters under the derivative table, and in this case we will want to grab the filter from this. Okay, now I am copying this. I am clicking Looker again. Just click Looker and go to the develop and click this Quick Labs e-commerce, and under this users we need to click brand order facts. Brand order facts, then I'm checking it. So we need to copy paste that alright, filters. So it is coming bind filters here only. So I am removing this filter, already we have put this, right? I am removing this and I am updating it friends. 13 and 14 it's coming error. Why it is coming error? We are going to rectify it, doesn't matter. So we need to update the field name friends actually. So that is the thing. So we need to copy this one only friends, bind filters. So this is a template, this is the actual they have given with value. So I am going to replace with this. So if you are seeing bind filters from field to field, we need to update the field, right? The field and the end interface we need to update it. So just I am going to replace with this. So this is the correct one, we need to put it. So just copy this bind filter instead of template. Actually I have missed it friends. Now we will do it later. Okay, so now I am going next step. So just select this brand order facts, brand name grouped as you under the views here, and after that under the order items view select the total revenue. So just select this total revenue here under the user items, sorry, under the order items we need to select this created date dimension and select the date field. So we are in this order items only, we are in the order items, and we need to select this created date and we need to select this date field, and then select filter button next to date. So just click it date, and we need to select by date. I put the filter also, friends. Date we need to select, and full filter also we need to put it. So here we need to change the days. I'm giving the 365 days. Okay, and click run now. Let's see the result. On the data bar, click the SQL tab. So SQL I'm not going to do. Okay, fine. Then now under the users field, select country and age and add a filter. So now we are going to see these things only. Now under the users field, select country. Under the users field, where is the users? Yeah, here only users drop down. So here we need to select the country and age. We need to select the country. Next is age, we need to select it. Yes, we have selected the both two, and next we need to add a filter for them. So we need to put filter for these two, age and country. Just put for filter by field. Just first I am clicking this age, then I am clicking this country. So I am clicking is and country. I am clicking users country. I am putting is greater than, age is greater than 21, right? So I am updating this 21. Okay, then country is equal to USA. I am selecting it here, and that's it. Now finally click the SQL tab. So after that we need to click run. Just click run now. Finally click the SQL tab. Notice that, okay, fine. Checking my progress. I think error will may come, I guess. Yeah, please explore the users field along with the country, age, create a date for order items explore. So I have missed one point, friends. So we need to rectify it. Sorry for that. Sorry for making the mistakes here. So we need to rectify it. I am clicking it run again. Let's see. And what is the error? We are going to rectify it. Okay. Please explore the users field along with country, age, and create a date from order items explore. I think we have not done one step. Let me check it. Go to the looker, go to the explore, sorry, click develop and click the quick labs e-commerce and click views and go to that brand order fact view. So here we need to do something, friends. We need to identify what we have done it wrong. Okay. Okay, explore order items, we need to put it. I am clicking explore order items. I think I missed to select few things, I guess. Let's check it again. Yes, I think it will come, friends. Yes, we need to put that explore order items after that, but I forgot to put that on. Okay, so that's the error. Okay, now we can move on next. Using bind all filters. Start by removing the bind filter inside of the table definition which we created. Okay, now I am copying this bind all filters. Yes, and click save changes. Okay, now we are going to add the bind filter here. So go to that looker again. Just go to develop. Go to quick labs e-commerce. Click quick labs e-commerce, and under the views, click it brand order facts view, and we need to add that bind all filters. Yes, so just replace this. Just remove this and paste this bind all filters. Yes, yes, it looks correct. Now we need to click save changes and click that explore order items, navigate, and under the brand order fact view, under the brand order fact view, we need to select the brand name grouped. So select the brand name grouped and select under the order items view, select the total revenue. Under the order items, we need to select the total revenue after the measures, yeah, under the measures. Okay, also under the order items view, find the created date dimension. Under the order items view, where is the order items view? Okay, create a date. After that we need to select that filter button next to date, so we need to put filter button for date. Okay, done it. And in the filter definition, specify the filter to be in the past 365 days. So we are going to put that one is in the past 365 days. Is in the past 365 days. Yes, great. And next, under the users view, so now we need to click run, friends. After that only we need to do the steps again. Under the users view, add a filter on the country edge. Okay, before that I put the run, no need to worry. Okay, so we need to select users view. We need to select few things, few columns. So we need to select country and the age. We need to select the country and we need to select the age. Okay, so I have selected the country and the age. Filter, by filter we need to put it, right? Okay, set them to country is equal to USA. Just click it, friends. The country will be reflecting, then we can select it USA. Then age is greater than 21, click run. Age is greater than 21 and click run now. So the results it will come, friends. Then we can click run. That's it. So we have done this demo, I guess. Then after that we are going to click SQL tab. If you want, you can check the conditions, I mean SQL queries, and finally go to that this SQL queries you can verify, and finally navigate back to the brand adder view, brand adder fact view, I guess. Yeah, brand adder fact view you need to go. Just click develop and click quick labs e-commerce. So we are into that views. Just click that views and brand adder facts view. Then we need to click commit changes and push, and add a commit message and click commit. So then commit changes and push and click put this message, whatever message you can give, click commit. Then finally we need to deploy to production, friends. Thanks a lot, friends. We have done this demo, I guess. So we have done this demo. In this demo, we used native derived tables to answer complex questions and address advanced use cases using derived columns, and updated them to generate dynamic values using built-in filter parameters. Thanks a lot, friends. Have a great day. If you have not subscribed my YouTube channel, you can subscribe my YouTube channel so that it will motivate me to upload more videos about the Google Cloud Platform demos. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Bye bye.